So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to JebMan316 Custom YouTube channel. I'm your host, JebMan316, your pop culture reporter. And welcome back to what's going to be, hey, I haven't done one of these in a while, a news update video. And this is for a favorite movie series of mine, Halloween. Unfortunately, we're not going to be talking about Halloween, the original, or Halloween Kills, which I am looking forward to. Today I read some encouraging news updates about the upcoming 4K releases from Shout Factory of one movie in particular, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. It's never been a favorite of mine. I actually think it's at the bottom of the food chain as far as Halloween movies goes. But we're going to talk about the news, and maybe it's a little encouraging that I'm actually looking forward to that release now. Before we get into that, like the video or dislike it. Any feedback's appreciated. Subscribe to the channel, leave any comments, and on your way out the door, hit that notification bell. It's probably down here. I'm actually pointing up there. It's probably down here. You'll be the first to know when I post new videos. So let's get into the Halloween 5 Revenge of Michael Myers Scream Factory / Shout Factory news update. Let's go. So like I said, Halloween 5 has never been one of my favorite movies. I think it's one of the weaker of the series. And so I was reluctant to order all of the Shout Factory, Scream Factory, whatever you want to call it, 4K upgrades. They're doing, obviously, 1, which I already own in 4K, 2, which would be great to have, 3, I love 3, it's very underrated, 4 I love, and then 5. So wasn't looking forward to that. But I read some encouraging news today and I want to share it with you. So there's two main things that are coming out of it. There's going to be some extra footage that they actually found that was believed to be lost that's going to be added to it. And then there's going to be some extra gore scenes added back to it so that were cut for, MPAA reasons. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I want to warn people. Everybody that I heard or read about after the news dropped was like, oh great, we're going to finally see the SWAT team footage that they excised out or cut, whatever you want to call it, out of the final cut of the movie. Sorry fans, but I really think that you guys might be getting your hopes up, because based on what I'm reading, it's going to be a scene related to Dr. Death, quote unquote Dr. Death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you an excerpt and we'll talk about it. I'll actually throw a photo up that I found on the web. But this is actually coming from Halloween 5 actor Don Shanks, who recalled the actual Dr. Death opening alternate sequence as he filmed it. It says, just to go back, in the theatrical cut, Michael is seen floating down the river or whatever you want to call it, and then he's helped by a homeless man who nurses him back to health. But in this it says, I was placed on this stone altar, and all around the set were things that the production had gotten from witches and people that sell you on the occult. Shanks recalls. And they were scrolls and different chants and this and that. And suspended from the altar right above me was this rock that looked like a stalactite. It was on a string and it would circle. And Dr. Death was doing an incantation on me, and then he tattoos me on the thorn rune, which is the sign of eternal life. And so he does all these incantations on Halloween Eve 1 year later, and I come back to life.
Excuse me?
While I'm really looking forward to the footage, and maybe we're hoping that it would be, something that would make this film worthwhile, because like I said, I think it's trash. I don't like the thorn occult aspect of the story, so I'm really not going to be looking forward to that. But let's just put it this way. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I don't think it's going to make me like the movie anymore. What about you? Shanks continues on by saying, so I put the mask on, I grab Dr. Death by the throat, I pick him up over my head, and I break his back, Bane style, probably. And then I put him on the altar, and I take the stalactite and I go through his chest with it. I thought it was one of my better kills, but Mustafa thought it was too much with the occult thing, and so they decided to shoot it differently. Ironic enough, look where we went with the 6th one. So as far as the extra snippets of gore, it's going to be hard to be precise about it. Scream Factory hasn't given us any details. Hopefully it'll just be some extended kills. I don't think it's going to be any added kills or anything other than maybe that first one. But this is what I was disappointed about. But we probably should not be expecting the Lost SWAT Team massacre sequence with this release. As Don Shanks explained in 2019, a scene was filmed where Michael wipes out the Haddonfield SWAT team, but alas, that is not listed as one of the extras. There's one guy, and I mean they showed it when we're taking out the bodies, whose head is twisted around. They put his wardrobe on backwards, and he looks like his head's been twisted 180 degrees. So that's just some info based on what the SWAT team clip could have been. Boo, I wish they could have found that, but okay, they're giving us some more gore, yay, and they're giving us at least an alternate opening, and I'm wondering if you'll be able to watch that as an extra, or will they be able to upgrade it to 4K and put it in with the normal film, and maybe you can watch both cuts. I'm not sure, but either way, at least it takes Halloween 5 as we know it, and it puts a better spin on it and makes it maybe at least interesting. So before we close out the video, I wanted to go ahead and take the opportunity to address these Halloween 4K covers. I'm assuming it's going to be the slip covers and the regular covers on these Shout Factory releases that are coming out. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so disappointed in them. The first one, if you just look at them from order of the films, the first one, what's with all of the leaves on there blowing in front of Michael or whatever? To me, it's a total distraction away from him and the way he looks. I'm okay if you had one of the trees in the background maybe, but not with the leaves blowing. And then the second one's even worse. The mask looks way too big. I know Warlock's head was obviously fatter than Nick Castle's, but not that big. I mean, his damn head looks twice as big. It almost looks like from Rob Zombie's Halloween where the little boy's got the mask on. But the leaves in the background, there's so many of them blowing that it's covering up the hospital and you can't even see what's going on. Where any of the movies, did they have any of these amount of leaves blowing? I just think it's ridiculous. What are these covers for Better Homes and Gardens or Outdoor Weekly or whatever? I don't even know if that's real. But the third movie doesn't look too bad. They don't ruin it with a bunch of leaves. The fourth one is okay, but still, I guess overall, if I was grading them of the Michael Myers covers, the fourth one is actually the one that's fairly decent. And then look at that fifth one again, man. I mean, number one, the mask in the movie was just awful. But number two, I guess it's cool that he's got a sickle because it's like, you know, the harvest, the reaper or whatever. But once again, the amount of yellow and orange leaves on these things blowing around Michael, it just looks total garbage. It's hot garbage. So I don't know which worse, the 4K release cover of Halloween 5 or the original Halloween 5 movie poster that was false advertisement, basically just like number 4, showing the original mask that was used. I don't know which one is worse. Actually, I guess I like the poster art. At least it's got Daniel Harris on it. I don't even know what the hell's going on with this part 5, but these covers are trash. I really hope that it's just like all the other Shout Factory releases and they got the original movie poster art on the reversible covers inside, because if not, I'm going to be totally disappointed in these. So let's go ahead and just close out the video. I've ordered the films, all 5 of them. Have you? And what do you think about this new news? Do you think that you're disappointed like I am that it's not the SWAT team footage, or do you like the Dr. Death angle? Let me know in the comments below after you like the video or dislike it. Feedback's all I'm looking for. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, leave comments of what you think about these scenes. Have you ordered them? Are you looking forward to the 4K releases? Then after you do all that, hit the notification bell and you'll be the first to know when I post new videos. Hopefully maybe I'll get into doing more movie news. Anything that interests me, I'm going to pop on the channel, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So until next time, boys and girls, this is JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.